Today I'm going to show you how to install recessed lighting in a new construction home. The first thing you need to figure out is where to install the can lights. For this hallway, all I needed was one light, so I measured both the width and the length, and then just put my can in the middle of this room. After marking where it goes, I like to push my can light to one side and line up the middle of the light with the mark on the ceiling. Thankfully, these come with preset nails, so once it's lined up, you just hammer it in place and you'll be good to go. These lights also come with a set screw, but I find them very difficult to use, so I simply use a metal roofing screw to hold it in place. After mounting the light, you're going to drill a 1/2 inch hole in the 2x4 top plate and then pull your wire to the can light. I like to give myself an extra foot of wire at the light and then leave about 8 inches of wire at the switch. Make sure your wire isn't on any metal, as it will vibrate and could nick the wires. Switch boxes also come with a pre-made hole in the back where you'll be able to feed the wire through. After you feed the wire through, you're going to want to add some U-nails to hold the wire in place on the stud and continue adding them periodically along the way to the can light. This will make sure so that they don't vibrate and get nicks in the future. After running your wire, you're going to cut the casing off the wire inside the box. To do this, simply score the casing with a utility knife, being careful not to cut through and into the wire. By scoring it, you'll be able to pull the casing away from the wire and then cut it off. Then trim back the wire about 6 inches or a little longer than your fist. That way you have plenty of wire to go to your switch in the future. After that, you're going to wire nut your neutral wires together, which should be the white wires, and then clamp your grounds together. I like to use a little copper clamp, but if you don't have one, you can just wire nut them together and then shoot a leg out of that wire nut. After that, you'll go back to the can light and pop out one of the rings. Make sure to add a 1/2 inch grommet, which will protect your wires from getting nicks from the metal. Then feed your wire through the grommet and trim the wire down to about 6 inches like you did at the switch. You'll do the same thing that we did at the switch and cut the casing off, then strip the tips of the wire. The nice thing about these can lights is that they come with little push-in wire nuts, so make sure you just connect the ground to the ground, the neutral to the neutral, and the hot to the hot. After that, just push it all back inside the box, add your cover back, and you'll be good to go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.